Hi, welcome Aquarius. This is your weekly reading for January 14th to January 20th, 2019. This is if your sun, moon, or rising is in the sign of Aquarius. All right, so I've been MIA for a while. My father had a heart attack on the 24th, open heart surgery on the 27th. So things have been a little hectic, but fortunately things are well. What was this card that flew out here? We have the wheel. Okay, interesting, because I was getting ready to say I did a reading for you guys a while ago. It ended up being very lengthy. It was very confusing. So what I thought I would do is use another deck and see if similar cards come out. But I was getting that it's very, very spiritual time. You guys could be having a lot of dreams. But it was like clarifiers were very spiritual. I think you had the magician manifesting. We'll see what this deck says. Okay. All right. So what's going on with Aquarius? All right. So the overall energy at the bottom of the deck is the Knight of Coins. Death, transformation, judgment, second chance. A sense of not juggling or imbalance. All right. There it goes again, the wheel. All right, so something has reached completion for you guys. The Wheel of Fortune. It's time to get off and begin something new. However, crossing you is feeling financial constraints. Your foundation is King of Cups. Crowning you is Ten of Cups. In the past is Three of Cups in reverse. I usually don't do reversals, but I'm going to leave that. Usually that indicates the ending of a third party. Here we have the Sun. This is good. You didn't have that before. All right. Now here we have the Three of Wands in your position of empowering you. I feel like you're just waiting. Here we have the King of Swords in your environment. We have the Ace of Swords in your hopes and fears. And the outcome, we have the Eight of Swords. Okay, this is similar to the other one. Okay, so residual energy here is something ended. Could be with Earth sign. I feel like this was a third party situation in the past that's ended. There was a sense of where juggling that, although I typically don't do reversals, but I'm just going to let it be this time. There was a sense of juggling. Good sex. Judgment. Phoenix rising from the ashes, a second chance, renewal, albeit very slow, but it is a renewal nonetheless. Could be a marriage. I feel that even though with this card being the Ten of Cups, it looks cozy and all happy, but sometimes it can be a little too comfortable where things are taken for granted. And sometimes people step out if this is a relationship, a committed relationship. But nonetheless, we have the Wheel of Fortune where something was completed. It could be this third party here in the past. Crossing you is the Five of Coins. So this could be where you feel challenged, like maybe you feel left out or they feel left out. Or maybe if this is a relationship that you're that's complacent and you're wanting to step out, finances are a concern. Or if this is the other person in your life, okay? The foundation is the King of Cups. The King of Cups is someone who's very nurturing, very caring. They're not heartless. This could also be at its worst, someone in your environment that is not at its worst, but is at its worst is manipulation. They play on your guilt. But if that's not the case, this could be your energy coming through here is feeling endearing and emotional and regretful for anything. If this was you in the third party, or you're feeling that way, but I don't see the Three of Swords yet. Okay. Anyway, you're thinking about your family, your home life, and I feel that is the foundation. That's what you want to hold together. The Sun is your next. You're being optimistic about this. You want to be happy, and the Sun is it's the happiest card in the deck. So there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Things are going to get better. Here we have the Three of Wands. What's empowering you is you're waiting on things to get better. You're waiting on your ships to come in. You're waiting on something to change here. In your environment, we have the King of Swords. So this card is very powerful. This is someone who's standing their ground, someone who's very intelligent and very sharp. They're very great at their business, could be a business owner. Male or female, matters not, but it's someone who is just very, curt was the first word that came to my mind, and not so much in a negative sense, but they could just be very, they just draw a line in the sand, and they're very frank. Okay. Now, in the hopes and fears, I feel that there's hope for some clarity, hope for something new, a shift, hope for some truth to come in. Now, the outcome moving out is kind of caught in a web here, like a sense of not moving or taking any action to make any change, just kind of sticking your head in the sand. It's a situation that you could very well rectify or change. But I get the feeling that that's not happening yet, but we're going to clarify. Which deck am I going to use? I'm going to use this deck up here. All right, so what are the energies around the Three of Cups in reverse for Aquarius? Okay, so temperance, balance. Again, with that Two of Coins in reverse here, I feel that something got out of hand, where there were too much juggling going on, and with temperance, that indicates balance. So balance had to be taken on to, because things got chaotic, is what I'm getting here. And you had to reel it in a bit and regain some balance. King of Cups, or this is your partner here, and it could have been with the third party. Could have been earth sign. Okay, energies around this King of Cups. Okay, so we have the Ace of Coins. And actually that really came out in reverse. So I'm going to do one more on that. What are the energies around the Ace of Coins? Okay, again, we have the Eight of Swords. Page of Coins. Wow. Okay, this isn't going to resonate with everyone, but I'm just going to lay it out there. This is where something ended with a third party, and I think that this is a committed relationship that involves a child. But you or your partner ended that relationship, third party, because of sentimental reasons, because they wanted to hold the family together, and also concerned about finances, understandably. And then, but you're thinking about the family and the comforts of home and wanting to keep that together. So we have the next step here is the sun, which is good. So there's a light at the end of the tunnel, some reconciliation here with judgment. I think you had judgment. Yeah. Okay. So you reconciled with your significant other. Three of Wands. What is Aquarius waiting to change or to come in? What is Aquarius waiting on? This Three of Wands. This is going to be a lot of clarifiers, like your other reading. It ended up being, because I wanted to be sure. You don't want to go and Three of Wands, Seven of Wands. Empowering you is you having your say, expressing yourself. You're saying what you want. So if this is someone who, stepped out and they're sorry and they want to stay together and keep the family together, I feel that you're laying down the law. You did have the Queen of Swords up here, which is what I got with that one. But with the Seven of Wands and the Three of Wands, you want something to change, and you're letting that be known. Okay, so the King of Swords, what are the energies around the King of Swords? You're making your wants very, very clear, or your expectations. Now with this King of Swords here in your environment, Ace of Cups. So there's a new beginning in your environment, a renewal, a rebirth. Again, with this Death here and Judgment, that's extra confirmation of that. All right. And then in your hopes and fears, we have the Ace of Swords. Thank you. This is three, but we'll take them. We have the Five of Wands. We have Strength. And then we have the King of Wands. Okay. So your hopes and fears. We'll do two perspectives here. If this is a hope, you're hopeful to have some clarity, some truth, an apology from a fire sign due to the differences that occurred between the two of you, the challenges. You're hoping for an apology. Now, if this is coming from the fear perspective, you're fearful of some truth coming out that will cause a lot of shit to hit the fan with this conflict with a fire sign, or pertaining to a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sag, that will require an apology from you. Okay, now with the Eight of Swords moving out, not wanting to come out of this tangled web that was tangled webs we weave, okay? Not wanting to move or change things, maybe due to finances or children or both. Eight of Swords, let's clarify the Eight of Swords for Aquarius, please. But I think that you gave someone a second chance for stepping out. I think that ended. And you're not wanting to leave. They're not wanting to leave you. They're wanting to stay in the relationship with you. Eight of Swords for Aquarius. Nothing's wanting to hop out. Come on, man. Hop out. The Star. There's healing going on with this, and it's taking strength. Maybe you're hoping to dig deep and have the strength. Maybe you're hoping for an apology. But again, in summary, a relationship ended. You guys got back together. I think it was due to a third party. It got a little out of hand. Maybe someone got scared and decided to reel it back in a little bit. Here we have codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. I don't think we need to do any more there. That's it. Okay, so that's what we have here. We have a relationship, someone, whether it was this other party, maybe someone's addicted to sex, they stepped out. Could be codependency on each other. Could be financial. Afraid of change with this Eight of Swords. Some healing needs to go on and some strength before any change is ready to occur. But I think that whatever situation ended, it didn't. You stuck it out. You want to be happy. That's the next course of action. Someone's laying down a list of their wants, their expectations, if they're going to stay in this relationship. And yeah, so that's what I've got for you, Aquarius. So if it did resonate, this is the most interesting reading I've done in a while. So if it did resonate with you, please let me know in what way. And I wish you guys the best, and thanks for watching, and have a great weekend. Bye, guys.